Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Mondays. Before I get started, let me say thank you to the Lipset family. I am glad to be here because I was glad to be there, and to be able to sneak into your home and to spend Meaningful Monday with you was a real treat. Something I won't forget for a long time. I'll never forget it. And what a powerful family. What a powerful experience with your friends and your family. Together you truly are better. And so thank you for sharing your wisdom and sharing your family with me and with the viewers of Meaningful Mondays. Thank you very much. We learned a lot from you. You know, life is interesting. Last week was a great week. And present on my mind was the power of learning and the role that it plays with our bigger future, what I would refer to as our dynamic, transformative horizon. And I use the word horizon because sometimes we think of a bigger future, but that has a destination to it. And then you have what's next. You know, if I'm thinking that, my bigger future is to retire, to be able to get out and golf all day long, or to be able to swim and go along the pool with my wife. But after a while, you can only check the temperature in the pool so often. And you're going to wonder, where's the meaningful part of this life? What have I prepared myself for? I'm 65 years old. I've got 30 more years to deal with. Are you preparing yourself now to have that meaningful life? Don't look at it as a destination. There are no destinations in this life. There's just learning, and there's that horizon. And as we continue to learn and move to that horizon, thank goodness it keeps moving, because that's what makes this journey so exciting and so powerful. Dan Sullivan always says one of his natural lifetime laws is always make your learning greater than the experience. Well, I had an experience this week that was a negative experience, but I'm grateful not for that experience, but I'm more grateful in that experience. And being in gratitude for that experience to be able to learn from it. I'm going to share with you that. You know, I carry with me a little book wherever I go. Some are smaller, some are bigger. I went and looked in the library, and I've got a stack of these that go back. But I write my thoughts during the week. This is not a diary. It's just different thoughts that I have or that that others share with me. And, I have a thought in here, for example, don't rob your children of the dignity of failure, of the struggle and the conquest of victory. So that's just one thought and so it's very helpful then when it's full. I sit down and I read it and I go through it and I find certain things in there that are there every time because I'll transfer them over and they move with me. I had an experience this last weekend where I made a poor choice. On my way home, misdialed and accidentally got my son on the phone late at night on a Friday night. I didn't wake him, thank goodness. But he was telling me that my grandsons, are playing in a doubleheader the next morning in a baseball game. Well, I'd already planned to go golfing. We have this big wacky, the first ever wacky charitable golf tournament happening in 3 weeks in Heathrow, Florida. And by the way, if you want to come to that and be wacky and have a blast, go look at it on our site. Click on on Wacky there and go look at the tournament and what it's going to be like. And email me, lee@leebrower.com, and I'm going to make it easy for you to go there if you really want to go there. So do that. Anyway, I'm caught up in how do I learn how to golf, get my swing back, if you will, over the last several years because of personal circumstances with Nick's illness. Our priorities completely changed. I hope you can understand that. And so golf was at the very bottom of my priority list. But now it's moved back up because I've got this thing, and I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to be truly wacky, I guess. So I have these dates in the morning to go golfing. So I made an excuse with my son. I said, I already have another commitment, but hopefully I can get done in time and I can get over there to watch the last part of the second game. I did not get done in time, and with twinges of guilt all day long and regret, really, I put the things that matter most, in this case, at the things that matter least. Well, as I'm going through my little book here and capturing some of these things, here I read this. Does how I choose to spend my time restrict or enlarge my capacity to live, love, learn, and to serve in meaningful ways? So what is capacity? What is our capacity? Is our capacity limited? Is it only so much and then that's all we have? Or is our capacity really unlimited? I have the belief that our capacity, that we're just scratching the surface as it relates to our capacity and where we're going. And that our capacity is truly unlimited. But our daily choices, our daily decisions either restrict or enlarge our capacity. So how do we reach this eternal capacity that we really have? We make better decisions. And we have to understand what is our biggest horizon so that we can make better decisions. You can't make meaningful decisions in the present without really believing and aspiring for that meaningful future. And so the next question that I said here when I talked about capability, so I asked myself the question, what am I, in quotation marks, capable of? Then I asked the question, Lee, comma, what is your empowered capability? So then I wrote it down, and I put it down in the book here, and here's what I wrote down. I said, with relentless passion, I use my mind, and I use the wisdom of experiences, not just my experiences, other experiences, to challenge conventional thinking. And with a natural calm presence, I provoke and inspire individuals, families, and organizations to envision their dynamic transformative future so that they can design, build, maintain, and extend bridges that connect them to their highest possible potential for productivity and meaningfulness now and into future generations. Now, I made one tweak to that after this last experience. Always make your learning greater than the experience. And the tweak was to add 4 words. Starting with my family. Dash. Starting with my family. With relentless passion. I use my mind and the wisdom of my experiences and those of others to challenge conventional thinking. And with a calm, natural presence, I provoke and powerfully inspire individuals, families, and organizations to envision their dynamic transformative future and then to design, build, maintain, and extend bridges that will connect them with their highest potential, their highest possible potential to achieve greater productivity and the absolute maximum meaningfulness that they can achieve now and for future generations. My challenge to you is, what is your dynamic transformational future? What is your capability? Would you be willing this week to make an attempt? Just start writing down what your capability is. What is your capability, your transformative capability, your bigger capability that extends beyond that bucket? To start thinking differently and ask yourself, how can I make my learning greater than the experience? This is going to be a meaningful week for all of us. Would you take the time to do that? And I'll talk to you next Monday. Bye-bye.